I used to make fun of certain millennial food trends, specifically the avocado toast. Then I went to Bali and I could not get enough of it. Here's a snapshot of everything I ate, what I did, and also where I stayed. Before you book your hotel to Bali, think about what kind of scenery you're going for. There's beaches, mountains, rice paddies, tropical forest. Personally, I went to Bali for the rice paddies and mountains, and I really wanted that sort of jungle experience, so I stayed in Ubud. There were 4 of us, and I was looking for that essential villa experience in Bali. There's not that many places in the world where you can get your own private pool for an affordable price. So anyway, I found this place on Expedia. It came with a private pool, 2 separate bedrooms, each with their own bathrooms, and it also came with free breakfast. So it sounded like a great deal. The reviews were great. Booked. The breakfast can be either delivered to your room, or you can go downstairs to the hotel restaurant and they will serve it there. They have a couple free options for breakfast. It's international themed, so there's Chinese, Indian, Balinese, and American. We tried all of the choices, and not surprisingly, the Bali option was the best, and that was fried rice and fried noodles with an egg on top. Breakfast also comes with free French press coffee and fruit. I can't say enough about the exceptional service at this hotel. I've never seen any staff go above and beyond for our comfort. Just for a couple examples, once we walked a couple blocks to the Yellow Flower Cafe, and it started pouring after we got done with dinner. We didn't have umbrellas, and we didn't know when the rain was going to stop, so we called the hotel to see if they could do anything, and they ended up sending 2 of their guys with umbrellas to come pick us up. There was another time when, again, we were eating at a restaurant, and that restaurant lost power. It was sort of out in the middle of nowhere and completely pitch black. We had no idea when the power was going to come back up, and it was definitely way too dark for us to try to walk home. We called the hotel, and they sent a driver, a private driver, to come pick us up. He had a bunch of flashlights, and they got us back to the hotel. All of the other customers, they were just sitting at the restaurant stranded. The Poppy Hotel is located in Kuta. I was not a fan of Kuta, but I was only there for a night, and I wanted to stay closer to the airport, and I saw that Poppy had really great reviews. And boy, am I glad I stayed there. It's amazing. You basically get your own private hut. I asked for the one that was closest to pool so I could have easy access. It also comes with a fabulous free breakfast that is delivered to your room. The only thing to keep in mind is the Poppy Hotel is a little difficult to get to. It's located in a very narrow alleyway that usually does not allow cars. Because we had a super nice driver that we had booked for several days, and he got to know us really well. He didn't want us to have to walk with our luggage to the hotel, so he squeezed into that alley somehow and managed to drop us off pretty close. We knew that we wanted to see a lot of different places around the island, so the best way to do that is to hire a private driver, which is surprisingly quite cheap in Bali. It was about $40 to $50 for a day. We booked a driver through Putu Bali Driver, which is one of the highly recommended and highly rated companies on TripAdvisor. I emailed the company a list of all of the places that we wanted to go, and then they organized that into an itinerary that made sense. For example, they would group all of the attractions in North Bali together for one day, all of the attractions in East Bali on another day, and so forth. The best thing about having a private driver is that you can take your time. You don't have to meet up at a specific point. You don't have to spend only 30 minutes at one place. You can pretty much design your day however you want. Important thing to keep in mind is that you do have to pay the driver in cash. The main driver we had, his name was Adi, and I remember how careful he was with my grandmother. There was this one attraction that we went to, the Phuket waterfall, which required some very steep stairs without any railings, and he stuck by my grandmother, watching her, holding her hand if necessary. And that's the kind of tour guide that you want to be with. I found out recently that he left and he started up his own company. I'll add his details down below. Without further ado, let's get to all of my favorite attractions in Bali. There's a lot more places that I went to that were not mentioned in this video. So if you are curious about a specific attraction that you want to go see and you want to know if it was worth it or not, comment below and I'll get back to you. I'm CozyCannoli. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.